Alrighty, so we got the head studs in. Like I said, balancer is just temporarily on, so I could set up a top dead center pointer. I'll have Mitch do that right now while I'm working on it. And we have the lifters in. Our SMX 904 lifters. The head studs are in. Notice I talked about before about this head stud. So I'll come over here. Here are the SMX heads. Now, as you can see, fully O-ringed, water plates. So let's see, let's go to the combustion chamber side first. Our SMX hoops, tie valves, of course, no big deal there. Combustion chamber modification that we do here. So I mean, we do everything here. So, but anyways, the this is water in. So water in goes along this whole channel right here, goes up underneath the exhaust port and beside the spark plug, and then goes up, goes up here beside the spark plug and the exhaust port, and then goes into the whole spring pocket area above the combustion chamber, around the valves. See right there, there, there. Then goes down, a little easier to show you on this, so it goes in, up, over, down, into these plates, into this entire passage right here, which comes out there. So water goes in here, goes up, over, down, out. Individual on each cylinder head. So the entire thing is encased. Again, there's nowhere in this entire cylinder head that is less than 3/4 of an inch thick at minimum, anywhere in it. So you can see here, exhaust O-ringed, intakes are O-ringed. There's no water that crosses over through the deck surface, so I put head gaskets on dry. And here is our extra head bolt hole, right through the bottom of the port. That stud, and it's accessed underneath our rocker arm stand. There's a plug that's right there. So our rocker arm stands are just on here, making sure that they fit. Everything looks good. No problems there. We use a small diameter 1/500 Pro Stock style spring. You can look up that on our on my spring Steve Tech springs. Talk all about that style spring, what the frequency is of them, why you use this small diameter spring versus a large diameter spring. Our one-piece stands, I do a whole thing on that on rocker arms, but this is the SMX head. This SMX head fits on that SMX block. Sorry, it doesn't fit on anything else, and nothing fits on that block besides my cylinder head. So fully water jacketed, maximum endurance, maximum cooling, maximum power. So 4,500 plus horsepower, proven, on track, on dyno easily, but on track also. Driving, long duration, long endurance, extreme heat applications where 100 degree plus heat, idling for hours on end in no air movement type of application. So we're going to put cylinder heads on this thing. We will torque stuff up. I'll show you, we'll just let it do a time-lapse video on all that. But there is what we're looking at so far. Oh, before I forget, this other hole right here is on both sides of the cylinder head. Now this is a cylinder head oil drain back. I don't have it because of the way the water is routed. It will fill up this valve cover if you don't have some form of drain. So what we need to do is, I always have this drawn by the oil pump. So the oil pump is always scavenging off the cylinder heads, both cylinder heads off the back. And then if I really like to, which I'll do on my car and do on several cars, is I like to have the front go down, not to the water jacket obviously, goes down to one of the crankcase fittings. Now, I put these crankcase fittings in here because that is allowing us to either drain the cylinder head. If you wanted to not have the oil pump do it, which I highly recommend, but if you didn't want to, you could drain it to here in the back, drain it to here in the front. This would be a turbo drain. You can do a turbo drain on any one. You can do a cylinder head drain on any one. It doesn't matter. It's an open crankcase through here. So that is just for oil drain back holes, any type of option that you want to put in there. So that's into the block side from the cylinder heads or from your turbos. All right, now what we did was we just did a heat cycle on it. So we put in these heat guns, and we get this thing up to, usually get up to about 120, 150 almost, but usually right in that 120 range. Heat them up, we let it cool, and basically gives us like a little heat cycle in between. So what we do is we retorque. So we break each bolt loose, quarter turn, and then retorque it right back to what it is. Always get about 1/8 of a turn more, going right back to the same torque rating. So thought I would show you this real quick, because here is our altered 1/2 inch head stud that goes right through the intake port. So you access it through there. There it is. Then we machine up the plugs to go right there. Plug will go down, and then forms to the top of the port as it goes in. So we put those in, and then we'll start putting rocker arm stands on and finish the rest of it. Alright, so now you've seen us retorquing cylinder heads. We've already got that done, and then we put the rocker arm stands on. Notice how many bolts are holding on the rocker arm stands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 bolts. And those are 7/16 studs that are holding on each individual rocker arm stand. So one of the things that we've worked on, now this is a revision 3 of these rocker arms. I keep on figuring out how we want to make them better. And the one thing that I am really super happy with, and I talk about this in the rocker arm video, is these rocker arms, we worked on this they're the same rocker. No different intake rockers, no different exhaust rockers, no two different intake rockers. This is same rocker. Every rocker is interchangeable with each other. These are pressure fed, so they pressure feed up through the lifter, through the push rod. Push rod does not spray through the adjuster cup. It is pressure fed into the fulcrum, and then sprays out from the fulcrum out onto the valve tip. So that is the way these rocker arms oil and work. But super solid driving. So if you just look at cycle life, I mean, cycle life is cycle life. Yeah, it's less load when they're just driving down the road for 6, 7, 8 hours straight, but it's still cycling. So I mean, it's still just running. So they get a lot of cycle life, and they've been doing very well so far. And we keep on making upgrades and improvements. And as a matter of fact, one of the things that I just got done improving and working on is the rocker arms and a exhaust valve guide upgrade right in there. And so I have a totally different new T-shaped exhaust guide where the spring actually sits on it. It's encased steel with a larger bronze guide, not a liner. Liners suck and have problems with them in duration. So all those things. And what do? I tell all my customers that have these, send your heads back. I'll do the upgrade for free. So I find something that I've made better, or that there was any type of problem with, and I don't mean problem like we're talking problem or after the end of drag week that we found a problem with them. So it means after the entire event, and after an entire year's worth of events. I said, hey, you know what? I can make this better, make it better. I have people send it all in, and I upgrade that stuff for free. Some little stuff for, if they just wear it out, break it, obviously that's not something I'm going to cover. But if there's something I can make better, I'm always wanting to do that, and I help people out on these whole SMXs. So here is our entire Valvetrain, Manton push rods and a Manton rocker arm, because I've been working with Trevor over at Manton on this whole system, the stands, the rockers, the whole deal, for a couple years now, and including push rods. So I mean, and trying to make everything 100% universal. So every SMX engine has the same push rod, has the same rocker arm, has the same stand, has the same head. So it's all interchangeable stuff. Trying to get away more and more from the one-off customs. So we are got the Valvetrain on. We're going to work on the get the intake manifold on. I'll go through and show you all that stuff. Now, right about now, you're probably saying to yourself, oh my gosh, that is wood grain valve covers and manifold. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Or you might be saying, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. If you're saying the stupidest thing you've ever seen, well, I don't care. You're stupid. But anyways, it is super cool. You're going to see fairly shortly, not on this video, but what the point is, why these are wood grain in my own personal deal. So we're gonna put the fuel rails on. We do have to put on valve cover, crankcase vents and the valve covers, but I'm like super cool happy how this all turned out, because this matches my car. This is the same wood grain on my car. You haven't seen the car. Some of you have, but you haven't seen it since this is going at. So after we get this in there, I think we'll show you some pictures. It is pretty sick, cool. So we're gonna put the valve or the rails on it. We'll probably have a little bit of touch up and do some more stuff to make it all blend in real cool, but super happy with the way that turned out. So basically this is it, because this is now our complete engine, complete SMX. Now 3 injectors per cylinder. These injectors down below, in this particular application, I'm going to use these for the drive. We're running Fuel Tech on it, so we have our big Fuel Tech injectors up here, which is a 720 and a 325, or 320 I mean. And so we'll put the rails on here, plumb up the fuel system. You see our water system. I already explained that. In, out, water in, water in, water out, water out. These are going to run down to our oil pan rail for front cylinder head drains, and then in the rear we're going to have that plumbed up for our suction stage from oil pump. So super cool, super happy. I'll show you some more stuff as we're putting it in the car. Well, we're a little bit dressed up. We have headers just on temporarily, pumps, oil pump, fuel pump, and the throttle. Super cool Motion Race Works throttle bodies with the built-in. These are actually really nice. They bolt all together, so you don't have another clamp weld. It's a pretty nice deal. I really like these quite a bit. But anyways, getting ready to go into this, and I'm not ready to show you the whole car yet. That's what's going in.